Hi everyone, my name is Tessa, and today I'm going to be talking about what the rational choice theory is and what it has to do with the Elizabeth Escalona case. Um, Pretty sure this has to be a 4-minute video, so hopefully I talk long enough. If you see me looking over, I'm looking at a script because I can't talk off the dome. So like I said, I'm going to be talking and discussing about the rational choice theory first. Starting with the rational choice theory, basically what it is it's a term in criminology that explains why people commit crimes. It says that people make decisions by weighing costs and the benefits of their actions. So essentially, in simpler terms, before someone does something wrong, they think about what they might gain versus what they might lose. So, like, they basically believe that the reward is greater than the punishment um, if they choose to commit the crime. This theory assumes that humans are rational, which most are, I'd like to assume, meaning that they can logically make decisions based on what they believe will benefit them most. So, for example, someone steals something, and they believe they won't get caught, but they need the money. So that's kind of like what it is, in simple terms. But they think that the risk of getting arrested is too high, that they might not decide to commit the crime. So basically, rational choice theory focuses on decision making and personal choice when it comes to criminal behavior. So, how this connects to Elizabeth. Elizabeth was a Texas mother who became widely known by everyone in Texas and actually outside of Texas. Sorry, there's something in my eye. Outside of Texas, because she was charged with severely abusing her daughter, her young daughter, I think in 2012, related to potty training issues. She physically abused her daughter by forcing her to consume harmful substances and by literally laying her hands on her. The abuse caused serious injuries, which led to public outrage across the country. She was eventually arrested, charged, and sentenced to prison for her actions. When we look at the case through the lens of rational choice theory, we can analyze that the decisions that Elizabeth made according to this theory was more so what she believed at the time. So she may have thought that her actions would have controlled her child or disciplined her child, and she wasn't actually fully considering the legal consequences of her actions. So the rational choice theory would suggest that she either underestimated the punishment that she would face, or she would believe that she wouldn't get caught in general, and so that's why she did it, and that's how it kind of connects. However, the case also shows a limitation to the rational choice theory, because not all crimes are fully rational or carefully planned. Sometimes emotions, stress, or personal issues can influence decisions. Like, for example, you find out that your partner is cheating on you, so you decide to go and destroy their car. It's not it's not like a rational choice theory because you're irrational. You're thinking with emotion instead of, rationality. So you decide to go destroy their car because you're upset and you're angry and etc. Sometimes, while the theory assumes logical thinking, real life situations can be more complicated. In Elizabeth's case, factors such as stress, parenting challenges, or emotional instability may have also played a role in her actions. So, since she had carried the burden, or not the burden, but, described in the case, the burden of, motherhood and all the stress that comes with it, they're essentially saying that it could have been the stress that led her to, abuse her child in certain ways, which basically means that rational choice theory helps explain part of the situation, but it may not explain everything. So it explains why she did it, but it doesn't really validate the reason In conclusion, rational choice theory helps us understand crime as a result of decision making where individuals weigh risks and rewards. The case of Elizabeth Escalona can be viewed through this theory by examining the choices she made and the consequences that followed. At the time, the case reminds us that human behavior is complex and can involve more than just logical decision making. Thank you for listening.